Hey everybody, welcome in. My name's Mary Claire, and I'm so excited you're here today. The class I have prepared is a little bit different. It's going to be a series of movements and poses accompanied by a short story. The idea is to combine gentle movement with presence and thoughtfulness, and maybe learn something along the way. So when you're ready, please meet me on the mat in Sukhasana or easy seat. So come to a cross-legged seat on the mat. Bring your hands to your knees or your thighs. Palms can be face up or face down, whatever's comfortable for you. Relax your shoulders down and back, pulling them away from your ears. Feel your sit bones rooting into the mat and grow tall through your spine. Relax or close down your eyes and start to notice the breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. Notice how your body feels energetically. And notice if you're holding any tension in the body and if you can release that a little bit here. Anything that you have going on off the mat, make a conscious decision right now to leave that off the mat. It will be there when you finish practice, I promise. Deepen your breathing. Take a big inhale through your nose. Fill your belly up with breath and hold at the top. Maybe sip in a little bit more and then open your mouth and sigh it out. Blink your eyes open if they were closed. Now let's stretch out the side body. On your inhale, reach both arms over your head. And on your exhale, side bend over to the right, bringing your left arm up and over, and your right hand down beside you. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, and exhale, fold forward over your legs, bringing your hands down to the floor. On your inhale, reach your arms back overhead, and then exhale, side bend over to the left, bringing your left hand down and your right arm up and over. Deep breaths into your right side body. And then your inhale brings you back through center. And exhale, hands to prayer in front of your heart. I'd like to do that again, but with one breath per movement. So on your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, bow forward over your legs. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to prayer in front of your heart. Continue with this movement on your own, linking your breath to your movements while I start the first part of the story. The story is called The Oak and the Reed. This is a very old story about the ways one can choose to stand in the world. It starts with a very large and grand oak tree. The tree stood rooted firmly in the earth, overlooking a brook. In the brook grew slender, delicate reeds, swaying with the breeze. Finish the round that you're on. And when you're ready, roll over your knees, coming into a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. We'll take cat and cow pose. On your inhale, arch your spine, drop your belly, lift your chest, inhale. And on your exhale, round and contract your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round and contract. Now you can stay with this, linking breath to movement. Or if you would like, you can take some barrel rolls with the spine, or any other intuitive movement that might feel good for you as we continue with the story. Where were we? Oh yes. So, when the wind picked up and blew over the land that the tree and reeds lived on, the great oak remained standing steadfast, proudly and upright, with its hundreds of branches reaching up to the sky. But the reeds, they bend and bow low in the wind, leaning forwards, backwards, and even grazing the water. They could sometimes be heard singing a mournful song. Come back through center. On your inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And on your exhale, thread it through underneath your left, dropping your right shoulder down to the floor. And crawl your left hand out in front of you, coming in to thread the needle. Square off your hips and take deep breaths. So the oak tree, high and mighty, spoke down to the reeds. "You have reason to complain," the oak said, "for only the slightest breeze that ripples the surface of the water makes you bow your head low, while I, the strong and unshakable oak, stand upright and unwavering before the howling wind." Return your left hand to the mat. Inhale, reach your right arm up, open your chest, and on your exhale, come back through tabletop pose. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, cow pose, and exhale, round and contract, coming into cat. Inhale, come back through center. On your next inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, and on your exhale, thread it through underneath your right. Drop your left shoulder down and crawl your right hand to the top of the mat. Relax here, and let's continue. And now it was the reed's turn to speak. "You mustn't worry about us, great oak," replied the reeds. "We are not harmed by the winds, for we are bowing before them, and so we will not break. But you, in all your pride and strength, have resisted the wind's powerful blows so far, but you will not be able to resist for long. The end is near." Return your right hand in front of your face. On your inhale, press into your hand, lift your left arm up, open your chest. Exhale, tabletop position. One more round of cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, cow. Exhale, press the floor away, round your spine, cat. Inhale, come back through tabletop position. And exhale, come into child's pose. Bring your knees wide, bring your big toes together to touch, and drop your hips back towards your heels. Relax your forehead down to the floor, and relax the weight of your elbows. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes here, and bring your breath deep into your belly. The reeds had just spoke to the tree, warning him of the end, when suddenly a great hurricane came swirling out of the north. The oak remain stood proudly and fought rigidly against the storm. The reeds yielded to the winds, bowing low. The gusts doubled in fury, and all at once the mighty oak fell to the ground, torn up by its roots, and lay among the humble, pitying reeds. The moral of that story is to think about how you stand in the world. You can choose to stand strong and rigid, but resistance often leads to breaking. Or you can choose to become more flexible. One can find strength within flexibility, and yielding doesn't necessarily mean weakness. Slowly start to crawl your hands back towards your knees, and then find a seat and slowly transition onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall away from each other, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining butterfly pose. Bring your hands down by your sides and open up your palms. Tuck your shoulders underneath you to find a slight opening of the chest. You can relax your eyes or close them down. Bring your knees back through center and drop them both over to the right, coming into a gentle twist. On your inhale, bring them back through center, and exhale, drop them over to the left. Inhale them back through center, and do this on your own now, just dropping them over to one side and then the other side. slowly linking your breath to your movement. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now come back through center and straighten your legs out long on the mat, coming into corpse pose. Relax your body here. Make any minor adjustments so you can feel completely relaxed. Let's take a moment now to let go. I invite you to close your eyes. Start to notice your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Take a slow, deep breath in, fill up your belly, and a long, slow breath out. Notice where your body is making contact with the mat. Relax into those places. Relax the muscles of your face and your neck. With every exhale, I want you to imagine releasing any tension or worry you're holding on to in this moment. Start to think of a feeling or a worry you have that you'd like to let go of. As that thought or feeling arises, observe it, notice it, feel it, and say to yourself, it's okay. It is what it is. On your next exhale, visualize that thought floating away like a leaf on a stream. And from here, with every inhale, breathe in acceptance. And with every exhale, breathe out tension, worry, and control. Feel the weight of your body on the mat. You are releasing your control. Simply existing in this moment is enough. Trust that you're enough exactly as you are. Take one more deep breath here. Make it the biggest you've taken all day. In through your nose, hold it briefly at the top. Sip in a little bit more, and exhale out the mouth. Let it all go. Let your breathing return to normal. Find some movement in your fingers and your toes, and slowly blink your eyes open. What you do after this is totally up to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon.